tänne tähän kirjaan esittelyyn, joka kiinnostaa, niin pidetään tästä. Arvio ja tänne työtä kaikki. Okei, tässä on puhut sä Marko jotain sitten kanssa?
Joo, mä sanon muutaman sanan.
Joo, niin ei sitten. Okei. Jaan Ehlvestillä onko se kirja esittely? Tulkaa tänne puolelle, ketä kiinnostaa.
Kirjoitko ääneen?
Yes, okay.
Good afternoon. I know mostly chess players. The organizers, thank you for the opportunity. Years ago, I had some Simon in Helsinki, and my first book was the story of a chess player. I don't know if you are aware of it or not, because we didn't make any marketing for it, and it was written basically for myself. This book is it's called Chess Gymnasium. Chess Gymnasium is for children, and I'm really sorry I don't know much of Finland recently, you know, but I know for sure that International Master Alexander Reingold from Tallinn, he published one interesting article, I think in your, how you call this, Jyväs-Shakki, yeah, Jyväs-Shakki. I think it was published 2 years ago or something like that. And he has a PhD in philosophy, so, and he was my second years ago when I was participating in World Cup tournaments. While I was living in the United States, last 6-8 years, in America, there is 2 opportunities if you are a chess player. You are a good chess player, you win prize money in chess tournaments, or you are teaching chess to children. In America, there is no one system. There is a lot of smaller, bigger, so-called companies chess in schools. The biggest one is in New York City. How they started to work is quite interesting, because years ago there was one guy who made a wheel a lot of money. It was in the when Fischer won the World Championship match in '72. After that, chess was very popular in America. So this guy left, let's say, approximately $1 million. The idea of this money was to promote American chess, to make super tournaments, let's say, like we say today. But some tricky people found out in Chess Federation, yeah, why we give this to the grandmasters, you know. No, just give them away. So they made a foundation, chess in schools, because it's very, politically it's very good thing, you know. And okay, the money went to this, and today, these people in America who are running chess in schools company, they're making very good money. Actually, one Estonian girl in San Francisco is doing it, and it's very good business. I had in my small business in Baltimore, but in this business there is some upside, because there is some limit numbers of students in the area you can catch up, and it's a very big hassle with educational system. You need to go to schools. You know, I don't know how to. I'm not very good in this negotiating. I had 2 schools, 2 semesters. After that I quit. But the reason was why, not myself only, but we wrote this chess gymnasium, was that when I hired chess teachers, everybody, you know, it's very easy to teach children, you know, when you know the chess moves. Everybody can do it, you know. So everybody had his own system or whatever, you know. They prepared it before the classes, and the main thing in America is it must be fun, you know, because it's as a child is a client or her parents, and they pay very good money. Let's say one class was like total $250 because it's private schools. So the money is very good. So you need to really keep the children happy, and it's I was visiting the classroom. It's horrible, you know, because a teacher can't do really anything because it's like, you know, children are shouting. They're like 8, 9 years old, 7 years old, and not really anything, because there was one chess master. He tried to explain something. Doesn't matter. Later on, I spoke with Weingold, and I know his ideas. His idea was, you know, chess is good and philosophy is good, but it's too complicated for, you know, regular guy. But I borrowed from him the idea, you know, because the idea is how to really very simple way to explain. Doesn't matter, Minister of Education or in school or to the parent, why chess is good. We can talk about it many hours, but so it's a very simple point. As in Indian proverb says, you know, chess is like a sea that knot can drink and elephant can pass on it. It means that everybody can use or take advantage of chess, using for himself, you know, in some political way, as they do in FIDE, Post, Kasparov, Karpov, Williamsino, whatever. And it's really, it matters the point of view, what you want to do. We created this manual. Basically, the main idea is like this. It's called in Greek language is propadeutics, which means it's training for future life or future studies, if you look at Wikipedia. So we're using chess as a training tool for children, so that in future they can, whatever, they are going to learn mathematics, history, some more complicated stuff in the school. But chess is just for training or preparing for future studies. So we used, of course, I mean, I speak Russian and I'm graduated as a psychologist. Some materials from, okay, former Soviet Union or Russia. There is one author, his name is Sukhin, is quite good. And, but the main point is like this. When you're teaching children like this kind of educational tool, or you are teaching chess, it's two different things. Because as a sport, the important thing is the result, not the process itself. But in education, the process itself is very important, not the result. So you're not demanding the girl or boy to, you know, achieve something later. This is not important at all. But the process, how he or she is learning the simple exercises. So actually this book consists of two parts. One is the manual itself, is for the teacher or for the parent, and the other part is the workbook. Too many, I'm sorry. Okay, the other one is the workbook. So basically, the marketing idea for this, we didn't start the marketing yet. We published it at the end of last year, but things are going very slowly. It's written for parents who like homeschooling in the United States, because it's in English right Homeschooling is very popular in America, and so there's two things what they're looking for. If the child is good in music, it's one thing. If not, they're looking for chess, because everybody knows chess is something, you know, must be very good. And okay, not every child is fond of music or is so talented he or she can do it. So the manual is written in this way that if the parent or teacher in school uses it, it doesn't need to know any pre-knowledge about chess at all. It's really written like, you know, you can follow it if you can read, and you can do it. So it's a very simple way. In total, there is 28 chapters, lessons. It can be adjusted, of course. So it's to use it, you go through the first lessons, and you in second lesson you repeat the first one little bit. And I had practice a year ago in Tallinn. I had very small class, we can say 5 students. They were like 5, 6 years old, and this age it's very interesting. They can focus not very long, you know, like 20 minutes, half an hour maximum. So usually after that it doesn't make sense anymore to teach something. They want to play. And if the strategical age group of this is 6 to 9 years old. Later they can learn it very quickly. Like 10 years old probably goes through this very quickly. 6 years old, no. It can go through very quickly, but it needs to take time to exercise. The exercise, the type of exercise are very similar. Of course, there are many pieces, pawns, but it's structured the same way. So the idea is probably at the end, he or she can see the picture better. I'm not very sure. So we are a little bit in the very beginning. Right now I'm working off the internet version, because we all know the paperback is very nice, but nowadays, you know, they're using all kind of iPad, Android, whatever. The cost of printing is a little bit too high because it's color. So it probably looks nice. So what I can do, you can go through it, or you take a look and throw some questions. I don't want to keep it very long, you know. So, and the good news is that definitely we're going to translate it near future this August into Estonian, Latvian, Lithuanian languages, and we're looking for opportunity to finish as well, because you know, European Union, there's a lot of funds. You need to write the projects, and they give money. This is not the problem. Of course, it's I can't make money on this. This is obvious, but it's again probably just we are hoping to create some in Tallinn some kind of scientific center for chess, you know, because the European Union money comes in. The next period is starting, I think, 2015. Next period. So we hope so. So we are trying to cooperate with some higher education institutions to do this, and this makes things interesting for us. I mean, myself, Alexander Reingold, and we have, there's one guy is same age as me. Myself is, name is Eintalu. He doesn't play chess anymore, but he has PhD as well, you know. And it's interesting, both Reingold and Eintalu, they studied physics in university. So it's, I made some presentation in Switzerland. A few months ago, I was visiting my friend in some club. In this part of Switzerland, next to Zurich, they speak German. So, but children were very fond of the pictures. You know, for them there was one little girl thought that all books are sold out already, and she nearly started to cry. But we said, no, we have more. You know, don't worry. So we're selling it on website in Tallinn, but right now it's not very important. So if you like to buy one, I can't really make it cheaper than 20 euros. It's I mean, it's a manual and it's a workbook together, you know, so probably you like to buy and show somebody, and it's in English, but what I can do. So probably some questions. Probably some more books around.
Have you been in contact with FIDE Chess School Commission?
Yes, of course. You know, it's how it works. You know, like this Turkish guy. I spoke with him several times. You know, everybody has a right to have his own concept. You know, because the concept in Turkey is that they see this to popularize chess a lot. The opportunity to create a world champion. You know. Because it was like before in Soviet Union, you know. If you're a friend with world champion, your career is very safe, you know. This is why these world champions in Soviet Union had very big influence, you know. But I don't like this idea so much, you know. It's and other thing is how they finance chess in schools in Turkey is they're making these fees. They call it premium student membership fee. I told him that we have already license fees, I think in Finland as well, if you play chess, right? Okay, and this I said, come on, you know, they have already, they pay license fee, and now you want to pay some other students membership fee. So no, it's good, well, come on, it's good, you know. Because the question is, you need to give something to, you know, to take something, and usually it's two political organizations. He said to me, yes, they give some presents, you know, so they have something, you know, like give away some books or something, but I don't think. And this is a problem actually, because nobody really cares. As I said, it's Indian proverb, you know, it's everybody uses chess, you know, in their advantage, but they don't really think about what they can do with it, you know. It's and this kind of it goes on and on, you know. So I'm really a little bit skeptical about this future of what they can do. Kasparov was in Tallinn, he's traveling everywhere. He's saying, oh, it's chess for children is very good now because, you know, everybody using computers, so we're making like, you know, like iPad, whatever. So, you know, of course you can use chess how to use computers, right? But this is a problem with this is that there is other video games, which is the same advantage, you know. So you need to really think about it, what you are saying, you know, because so you open and say, no, wait a second, so video games are much better for children.
We are waiting Kasparov coming to Finland this autumn, and I think you are very, very right in many things. Do you think that Gary could listen to you in this matter?
No, I mean it's
because he is the man who everybody knows.
No, yeah, of course,
ministers
yeah,
know,
he's,
presidents know.
He's really just celebrity, but he was in Tallinn. We met briefly, but I know much better his so-called manager Maxim Dlugi. You know, he lives now in Moscow. So, what they don't have the manual. So, Gary, I think he needs to cool down about his political ambitions in Russia first, you know. I mean, it looks very bad. I mean, you really don't need to, you know. I mean, after the crisis in '98, financial crisis, I think he lost a lot of money, you know. So he was probably forced to have a job like this. But it seems like he really believes what he's doing, which is, for me, looks like, you know, come on. It's the same like I starting to do something, you know, you know, going in Tallinn and demanding that, you know, the social democratic way is the best way, and you are two right wings in Tallinn, you know, come on.
What about European Chess Union, the Jaan Ehlvest has been in every town, every country in Europe except Finland to proceed chess in schools. But they don't have a very good program. It was in European Union Commission. They had the vote there for chess in school. And you think that we can
actually,
get money there?
I think he is a little bit mistaken how European Union Commissions work. It's my opinion. I think he thought that it's like they make a budget and he can really have a word on this budget. It doesn't work this way. It's their recommendation only. The money comes from what you need to, like in Estonia. Okay, in Estonia it works this way. There is some organization called Archimedes, which is between European Union money and let's say local projects. And there is Ministry of Education and Science, right? So the Ministry of Education and Science need to approve. If they are against you, you really can't do anything. But they say yes, we let's say we give you 5% of the project money. Since Archimedes can get to this 95% of European money for this project. But this is how it works. So it's a good thing, that this political chess in schools wave is going around Europe. But how to really finance it, it works a little differently. So nobody can really help you, Kasparov, Danailov. You need to be in your own country. You need to know yourself exactly how to do, with people to speak, how to write the project, and how is the competition. Because in Ministry of Education it's like Olympic Games. So everybody wants to get extra funding. It's not like chess or sort of other things. And in Estonia's teacher salaries, Achilles point, and they're very, they don't want to take more responsibilities. Okay, I'm like Kasparov in world. In Estonia, everybody knows me, and then I speak with some schools and say, okay. If we don't have any responsibility, and if we find a person who is eager to do these chess classes, this is the main thing. They don't want to, and we start one. I don't know how many schools we start in September, but we have some already. So we try to do it. But this is again, it's not a business. It's just you're a chess player. You can play all your life. So probably I still love chess, and I think it's. I'm not very clever, so I'm listening other people very carefully. And I was listening Wengel many years, but it was difficult to understand first. And as he says, problem is with intellectual property is very easy to take away from you. But I think we are in a good position now in Estonia. In America, I have some family problems, so I can't stay in America now for long every year. And in America, it's only simply business. It's nothing to do with how to teach, what to teach. It's like elections. Who's more popular, whose marketing strategy works better. And there's some funny stories. Actually, with this guy, I had two stories. One story was once in New York, he went to one school. He needs a job badly. He's a chess master. He's like number 6 in America. It was a few years ago. And in the school interview, he was explaining who he is, and he wants to teach children. He loves chess, and okay. And after that, no answer. He was kind of confused, and he contacted the school again. I was applying for a job, and what happened? They said, yeah, but you said you are like number 6 in America, but we have here a world champion. So somebody was marketing himself more. And if you think a little bit like this, I also don't know many sports or areas. I barely know anybody or anything. So if somebody comes, I was a world champion in in chess, you know, and who the heck, you know, probably he was, you know, I don't care, you know. And since the guy went to California later and he started his own chess in school, and then he, how to approach the schools, you know, there's two ways. One way is you go to the principal, and the principal says, no, we are not interested really, you know. Thanks. So he spoke with the parents and said, parents, you know, it's a very cool opportunity because I'm like a Michael Jordan in chess, you know. You need to really hire me, you know. So it's not so easy. So I wouldn't do it in Baltimore. So I had some connections. Somebody helped me, and it was, I mean, easy money, but I did it only 2 semesters, and then I realized if I spend all my life there and probably I find enough schools, probably I can make 100,000 a year. I mean, basically, then I don't need to do anything, but it's not very interesting.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Very good. Let's do we see each other together. I mean, I leave some books here or through here, so the set is 20 euros, so up to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we can
Thank you.
yeah, this later.
Yeah.
No niin, kiitoksia. Tämä on siis hyvin ajankohtainen juttu koko Suomessa, tämä lasten opettaminen joka puolella. Tässä on niin kuin mahdollisuus. Meillä on toinen esitys täällä. Marko Tauriainen puhuu vähän shakkikustannuksesta ja ajankohtaisesta kirjasta.